Man, I love this sound. It's such a fat sound that's great for dubstep or powerful EDM, electro, whatnot. So let's get right to it. Like always, let's set it up, organize ourselves with a combinator. Now this video might take a little bit longer because it's a big patch, but it's really cool. So we're gonna first open up a 14 channel mixer. Once we got that in there, let's go ahead and put a scream. Let's go set up the settings. We're gonna have the damage at 70. We're gonna have this at tape. We're gonna go ahead and do parameter 1 at 113. We're gonna do parameter 2 at 54. Cut at 10, which will be the low cut. And then the mid at -11. And the top at about 11. And we're going to do this as a body, turn that on, put the resonance at 0, the scale at 62. The auto back at 0, we're going to put this on type B. All right, let's add a unison right here. We'll leave that as it is. We're going to go ahead and add an RV 7000, and we're going to put that at all echo room. Pretty much leave it as it is. Last but not least, we're going to put in a phaser. All right, now for the phaser, we're going to put the frequency at 114. Split, leave it as it is. Width, we're going to put it at 24. And the rate at 82. Now in the mixer, we're going to go ahead and add a malstrom. Now in the malstrom, we're going to go ahead and mod A. We're going to put the curve at an 11. So that type of curve is what we want. We're going to activate the one shot. We're going to leave this on A only. Put the rate at 80. The shift at -11. Now for mod B, we're going to leave the curve as it is. We're going to activate the sync button. We're going to make sure it's on both A and B. Rate at 1/8. This is what gives it that wobble effect. I like the 1/8 rate, and you'll hear that in a moment. So we got it at 1/8. Okay, cool. And the filter at 50. Oscillator A, we're going to make sure we'll put that at FX metal cans. Now just if I play it, I mean, it's just like a sample. So what we're going to do is we're going to adjust that a bit, put the motion at -64, the shift at -2, the shift at motion -64, index at 12. Okay, we're getting to the sample we want a little bit. And the shift at -2 again, the octave at 2. Now we're getting that metallic sound, and then the ascent at -31. There you go, we're almost getting there. The amp envelope at 0, decay at 50. This at 127, 0. We're going to activate the shaper. We're going to put it on clip. There, we're getting there. We're getting there. And then the amount, we're going to put it at 71. Resonance at about 4. Frequency all the way up. Okay, we're almost there. Oscillator B, we're going to make sure that's a sine wave. But we're going to leave everything pretty much as it is. The shift, we're going to put it at 7. Octave, bring it down a little bit. There's more of a sub bass now, and the ascent at 38. All right, now the amp envelope at 21. 50 will be for the decay. 127 up here, sustain, and release at 22. We're going to route oscillator A to filter B, and then we're going to activate filter B to the shaper. And let's get the filter B bandpass on, and then we're going to put the resonance, leave it at 0, the frequency at 127. So velocity to level A, we're going to put that at 18, and then the velocity to filter envelope, we're going to put that at 23, and then velocity to modulator, we're going to put that at -24, and this is all going to be for A. All right, almost there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add another malstrom in here. Get a malstrom in there, and then we're going to copy the patch. So right click, copy patch, go to this one, and we're going to paste the patch. Now everything's the same. The only difference is that the scent on the top one will be 0, and for oscillator B, so oscillator A and B will have the scent at 0. All it's going to do is just make them sound slightly different, so then when we pan them left and right, which we're going to do here, left and right, they won't sound like one same sound. It'll be a little bit different. So now, getting there, we'll make it a little bit wider in a moment. So now we're gonna add a vocoder to each to give it a more of a grittier feel, more electro feel. And one will have a 32 band pass, that's it. And we're gonna do the same thing to this one here. Again, a vocoder. Let's make sure the EQ is on. And then one will have a full band pass. So let's hear it again. All right, cool, almost there. All right, so now on the mixer, we're gonna go ahead as we make some adjustments here. I turn this on. The sound will be for the screen will be at 64, and I'm just gonna duplicate the same thing over here. So 64. Over here for the unison, we're gonna have this one at 98. We're gonna then have 42. All right. And then for the phaser, we're gonna put it on 74. That's it. So you can download this patch and others at my site, gfill.com. You can also check out my new refill, Dance Anthem Tools, that contains this one and all the essentials for making powerful dance music. You have about 80 combinators in each type: mono synths, bass synths, poly synths, effects. I mean, it goes on and on. So I don't know, maybe over 500-600 combinators. So enjoy it. And subscribe to get 5-minute tutorials. I know this one's a little bit longer, it's a big patch, but I try to keep them in that range, and a lot of production tips. So remember, don't just make a beat, make a masterpiece. Take care, everybody.